Hello and welcome. My name is Space Muffin, and this is the Void Strategy. Today we're going to be going over Charlga Razorflank. So let's get started. We have Spirit Passage. Minis played for 5 gold, gain a level, and deploy in stealth. We're going to be using the, obviously, Spirit Tangle ability is, Razorflank's great ability. Really amazing. All your minis in hand cost the same. As a leader, they're not the best. You do get that... kind of that stun or that bind ability that they have, really good. Yeah, range, single target, cycle, it's got, a lot of cool stuff. So, but let's look at the deck itself. We're going to be running the Harpies with Trinket Collectors. The reason why we're going to be running Trinket Collectors is because in this particular deck, I have found the miners are not as effective because you're going to be deploying the miners, they might cost 6 gold, and you might want to play something else instead. Of course, we have our Quillbore with Tunnel Vision. We have our Prowler with On the Prowl. We have our Chimaria with Corrosive Breath. You could go with Leviathan, but, we're going to go with Corrosive Breath. We have Chain Lightning with Reverberation. And, of course, we have our Mountaineer with Mend Pets. We're going to be taking advantage of that beast situation. So this is a PVE deck, not a PvP deck. This deck might not do well in PvP. But this will do pretty good in PvE. So let's go check that out. All right, so the key to this deck is very simple, okay? You're just going to play, it's a value proposition. So right now, play that. Boom, those guys, they get activated. You got dudes rolling up. Right? And then what you do is you plop out the Harpies. We're looking good. We're looking really good. And then, there we go. We got that going. So, it's all about, the value proposition, kind of. So, in other words, the Mountaineers cost 6 normally. And so you might want to check those guys out. You might want to play them. The miners you might have to ignore, but as you can see, our guys are putting in work, and we just do our thing, we make it happen. So the red, as you can see, the red means that it's not a good value proposition, but as you can see, the deck it just starts wrecking PVE. So the Mountaineer is a terrible unit, but in this particular deck, it is fantastic. In this particular deck, the Mountaineer will heal. The Mountaineer does a lot of cool stuff in this particular deck. So I like to put the Chimaria out with the Mountaineer. And as you can see, our Harpies are just wrecking face. So you just do something like that. And then, the Mountaineer, you start just putting out distractions. We're going to put out we're going to put out some more Harpies to... do this. So if you have a bunch of obscure minions laying around, there are some things you can replace. You can replace the Quillbore with something else. You have options. But as you can see, it's fast, right? You're getting fast wins off in the player versus environment sector. So theoretically, once again, you could put out the You could put out the miner, but I don't know. Like I said, the value is just not there for me right now. So after this, we might actually replace Chain Lightning with something else, something a little bit better. But boom, you do that. You grab the gold, and then you use yeah, you can just plop out those guys. They're doing their thing. This is where Chain Lightning might be useful, so we might be able to squeeze that off. But it looks like we got it. So no biggie. Those guys are taken care of. I just think it's hilarious. I just think this deck's kind of a fun deck, Seems that we're glitched a little bit. That's weird. Oh, no, okay, no, we're good. So I'm going to replace the Chain Lightning with the Holy Nova with Renew. So we are in the Dark Moon Fair, but, this obviously applies outside of the Dark Moon Fair as well. Don't let them mine. I mean, the same principles still apply as we do in PvP, Gain control of the map. So, yeah. I mean, looks so far so good. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of these people. There we go. Looking good. So they're just spamming the... Oh, yeah. It's literally a Harpy So this is where our harpies are gonna come into play. We're gonna win. We have level 24 harpies, and then we just mine everything. Let's go and plop out our homeboy here. So as you can see, like our boys are putting in work. We got reinforcements rolling up, and we're gonna go ahead and heal our dudes. And there you go. So the main premise of this deck is pretty obvious. Like, really it revolves around the Mountaineer, and then you use everything else to back up the Mountaineer, if that makes any sense. Obviously, I did a terrible job there, but you get the general idea. Let those guys do their thing. See if we can maybe... Yeah, there we go. We got that off, so that's good. And let's go ahead and squeeze some gold out. Let's do something like that. Let's get out the Mountaineer. He's doing his thing. We got our boys doing their thing. Okay, good. Probably can just heal everybody, but I kind of want to heal the Mountaineer, because the Mountaineer is going to heal everybody else, so really good looking. And then, you know, we just, bam, just clean house, right? So there you have it, guys. As you can see, this deck isn't the most amazing deck in the world, but it is fun, and it is fun, and you can mix and match, make it work for you. There's so much different things you can do with these decks, but you know, don't discount Razorflank here. You know, there's so many things that are possible with this deck. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.